The latest survey by German Chamber of Commerce in China shows that German enterprises in China have increased revenue expectations. During the two sessions, it seems that China seeks to optimize its business environment. What new opportunities do you think this policy will bring to aid the future development of German enterprises in China?
Indeed, the recent business confidence survey that we published, and we have been doing this for 17 consecutive years, showed that our member companies are looking more optimistic into the current year, into 2025. The German industry has been here large in numbers, but also deep in terms of investment. A lot of German companies are manufacturing in China for China. Altogether some 5,000 German companies, and they are here to stay. This is one important outcome of this survey. Hardly anyone is planning to leave the country, even though, as mentioned, the overall framework conditions are challenging as much as they are for Chinese companies. So we hope that from the two sessions there will be a message of optimism, encouragement, especially towards the private sector.
The two sessions also attaches importance to green development. The German Chamber of Commerce in China held an ESG Alliance Forum last year and released relevant reports. So in your opinion, how can we better promote communication and cooperation between German enterprises and local Chinese enterprises in terms of ESG?
The broad range of ESG topics, especially the topic of sustainability, is very close to our hearts, to the hearts of German industry. There's a very strong push also from governments across the European Union to invest into, let's say, greener value chains. And by the way, it's also something which is driven by market actors, especially by financial market actors. So it's a topic which is here to stay, irrespective of the color code, also of the upcoming German government. So we see that the Chinese government, and we applaud it towards that, has been very supportive of initiatives here in China, also the ones driven by German companies. We have learned a lot in the last couple of years. It's an ongoing process, and we would love to engage more closely with our partners, be it in government or be it in the private sector. Well, we have to humbly acknowledge the Chinese industry has made fantastic progress in mobility, artificial intelligence, etc. So in many regards, we can learn from the experiences, the capacities of private and public and government-owned companies in China. We see, and we referred earlier to the results of the business confidence survey, that German companies are currently investing into deeper local value chains, which especially covers innovation, R&D driven activities. And this is one way to benefit from the capacities here in the local market. We would also see stronger engagement of the scientific communities in Germany and in China. Therefore, we would also like to encourage our incoming German government to look into that and to establish new forums for this kind of exchange, bridging, let's say, economic actors and also the ones from the scientific field.
Looking ahead, what kind of far-reaching impacts do you expect the decisions and policies made during the two sessions to have on the long-term development strategies, market expansion, and investment plans of German enterprises in China? And how do you think German enterprises should respond to those potential impacts to seize development opportunities?
We would love to see new policies, maybe also instruments and concrete measures to reinvigorate, to strengthen domestic demand. China has been very strong in triggering supply, Chinese supply. We have been benefiting from this as a supplier of technology, machinery, know-how. And now, as we are here already, partly also serving local clients, be it in industry or private customers, we would love to see stronger demand. This would be also to the benefit of Chinese private sector companies, and we are very much counting on the two sessions to path the way forward, and hopefully within the next 6 months until the end of the year, we will be able to enjoy the harvest.
So this year's two sessions highlights high-quality economic development with international trade cooperation an important topic. The EU's imposition of additional tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles has drawn widespread attention earlier. So what specific impacts do you think this measure will have on cooperation between the Chinese and European EV industries? And given the current situation, how to promote trade balances and mutual industrial development?
Indeed, it has been a prominent topic also for us here in the German Chamber in China. It's important, though, to note that it's not only affecting Chinese NEVs, but also NEVs which are manufactured in China, amongst others by German companies. So you can imagine that these German companies, our member companies and their suppliers, have been very critical of these additional tariffs right from the start. Therefore, the voice of German industry has been clearly opposing these tariffs. It's important to mention that for an economy which is so heavily connected internationally as much as the Chinese is, tariffs constitute a trade barrier. Therefore, in principle, we are against tariffs. We would be very happy to promote more intelligent ways of talking to each other, to connect the two economies with each other. And we think, again, the tariffs are not the right instrument.
So the two sessions also attaches importance to cultural exchanges and China's opening up. And culture plays an important role in promoting international trade and business cooperation. In your experience, how can we promote better understanding and collaboration between Chinese and German enterprises and achieve win-win results by strengthening cultural exchanges?
It's important to talk to each other, to meet, to talk to each other in person, not only through the lenses of a camera, be it a computer camera or a TV camera as we do today. We applaud the Chinese government for a very flexible new visa regime, which German industry has been enjoying, but also German travelers. We would also love to see more Chinese tourists exploring the beauties and the attractions that we have back home in Germany. Therefore, again, the pandemic is over. We would also love to see more business people traveling to China, as many as we see now coming to China. Once again, important to talk to each other, and we would love to be the platform as AHK to make people meet and exchange ideas, not only in economic, in the business sphere, but also about cultural and scientific cooperation.